Tucci, and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi.
Tony, welcome to Gov.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead Radio Show. You're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
They suck.
party never ends. Knockem Dead. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Johnny. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Johnny. Happy birthday to you.
How do you like that? I don't see him commenting, so I don't even know if he saw the damn thing. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, Long Island. The Knockem Dead Comedy Show. We're on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, a Facebook page, a YouTube channel. If you're on Facebook, please follow the page. We appreciate you hanging out there. If you're on the YouTube channel, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up, and do all that stuff. If you'd like to participate in our show today, you want to hear your name read, you want to hear your comments read, shoot on over to the YouTube feed because that is where we monitor the comments. But no matter where you're watching from, we appreciate the support, and we ask that you share the show on your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Thanks for the support. We appreciate it. Mike's here, and it's a big day.
It is?
Isn't it? Isn't it?
No.
It's a big day for two reasons.
What's the...
One, you're wearing white, just like I asked.
Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that handsome?
But it's going to be 80 degrees, and you have 1, 2, 3 shirts on.
Well, this is a T-shirt. I don't know if you know what a T-shirt is.
Okay.
Okay. And this is a very thin gabardine, 10% Dacron shirt. And this is a very light spring-fall jacket. Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy what? I didn't ask how many shirts or what kind. I just said you're wearing 3 shirts on a day that's going to be 80 degrees.
You asked me to wear white. This is my white.
All right. You're right.
I don't know why you're hollering at me.
And I think I did promise to wear yellow, I think, but I forgot.
Oh, I'm wearing yellow next week.
Is that what it is?
You asked me to wear yellow.
Oh,
I have it all planned out.
All right. I'll try to remember to wear my yellow next week. Frank's watching. Hello, Frank. He says, happy birthday, John. John says, thanks, Frank. Well, that's the other thing that's going on today. It is John Rusiello's 71st birthday. We played the happy birthday video for you twice, pal. Twice. And, you're not the only detective. I did my research, and we found a picture of you. So now we know what you look like. Did you see the video? He's not saying anything. Is he mad that we showed his face? Could that be it?
That wasn't him.
Oh, that wasn't him?
No.
I showed you that picture like a month or so ago when I found it, and you told me that was him.
No, that wasn't me.
Who else would it be?
I don't know. I thought you just, because you've never seen him.
Right.
So I just thought you picked some random white-haired guy, because he shaves his head like us.
Yeah, but that picture was from his retirement ceremony. That wasn't him?
No. Can I see it again?
I'm looking for it now.
Would you mind, Wink Martindale?
What? All right. Well, here we go.
Can I say something first?
Go ahead.
This is to you and John.
All right.
They say our love won't pay the rent. They say our love won't pay the rent. Before it's earned, our money's all been spent. I guess that's so that we don't have a pot. But at least I'm sure of all the things we've got. Abe.
That's a great birthday present.
I got you, babe.
Thank you.
Thank
you
babe.
very much.
I got you,
Thank
babe.
you. That is so nice, Michael. Thank you. At least somebody that has musical ethics understands how great Cher is. Thank you very much.
I will admit. I think I did admit yesterday that 60 share was cool. So that song is cool. Why Mike is singing "I Got You, Babe" to you kind of freaks me out, makes me a little sick. But no, I like that share. And the beat goes on. I like that song.
The beat goes on.
Well, the beat, especially the beat. You beat. That's great. Well, listen.
Well, I didn't ask what you were doing on your birthday.
Flip the steak.
Oh, okay. I want to thank you very much. I did see the beautiful Diane sing "Happy Birthday" to me. I saw everything. However, the picture that you thought was me, it was one of the top decorated detectives in the city of New York to this day. And I'm happy and I'm proud that you think that could be me, because I would love to follow his footsteps. Great man. I'm not going to mention his name.
All right.
But actually, I'm surprised Mike didn't say, I know him because Mike, he was at one of my parties that you attended in Patchogue. Michael, are you alive?
Hello, Mike.
Yeah, hello, I'm alive.
Michael,
I'm
come
alive.
in, Michael. Come in. Michael, stop
I'm
playing
here.
with the
I'm
fucking
here.
microphone.
10-4 out of 12.
Stop playing with the microphone, Michael.
I'm not
You
playing
always
with
play
the
microphone. Tony, you got to give him something to play with.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
He's always playing with the microphone. I'm watching him. He's always playing with a microphone.
It's true. He does. I've noticed that too.
Really? Well, listen, guys. You made my day. Thank you very much. All right, and we wanted to break your chops because I told Michael last night that you're not a big Cher fan, and you're upset that she got into the Hall of Fame before some of your other favorites.
Before people that should be there before her.
No. She is absolutely. And Mr. Walker,
yes,
I
sir.
would suggest that you watch your door tomorrow. All right, you expect a package. Somebody sent you a package. All right,
your home door,
and it's arriving tomorrow.
Oh, all right. Well, thanks to that person for a nice package.
Oh, I tell you right now. All right, you're in the top 10 of the Rusciello family. All right,
that
because she really, yes,
that's confirmed.
And tell Kaplan that 3 shirts is not appropriate. All right, please.
Right. Now tomorrow I'm going to wear 4 shirts.
He had to get that. He had to get that jacket in a thrift store. He had to, because he would never buy a jacket like that. I know him like a book. He'd never buy a jacket like that.
It was like he actually asked me when he walked in this morning what I thought of it, because he's all proud of the Hilfiger.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, and I don't mean this as an insult, because it's not. But I don't know you to be like stylish.
No.
What?
No.
Because I'm not either.
No. Listen,
Trendy.
you guys have a
Yeah.
good show. I'm watching. All right, and don't look at Mike. Forget about it. If it's not Carhartt or whatever the freak he wears, it's not Michael.
His T-shirt is Carhartt.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, his underwear is Carhartt. He wears everything Carhartt. I really, it's amazing. It's amazing.
And you heart his underwear. Are you getting a package in your door today for your birthday?
I got several of them. Believe it or not.
Nice.
I got 7 of them.
What are their names?
Yeah. No, unfortunately, those days are over. Don't depress me on my birthday. Jesus Christ! How can you do that to me? All right. Goodbye. I'm hanging up.
Oh, happy birthday, pal.
Okay.
He did. He hung up. All right. Well, happy birthday to John. All right. Yeah, I showed you this picture.
No.
And because there's a priest in the picture, and you even said something about the priest, and you told me that was John Rusciello.
No.
Yes.
I know who that gentleman is.
Because John just reminded you.
No, because I remember him.
Now, is John in any of these pictures? Is it possible that you saw him in one of these other pictures and I'm just mixing this up? Like, is that him?
No.
All right.
He could be in that big crowd. I don't think so.
All right, because his name was here somewhere. This is...
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to look at something online.
We were looking at the retired detectives of the police department, City of New York, rdny.org. And
Okay.
Right, okay. Executive board and board of directors. Board of directors. Where is it?
Yeah, no,
John
I see it
Russillo.
right there. Yeah.
2024. So
is
he's
that a
still,
hyperlink? Can you click on his name?
It is not
Okay.
a hyperlink.
You like that word?
Yeah. There's actually another name here that I don't. I mean, it's a popular name, but I know somebody by that name. But yeah. Please join us for our November 24 meeting. October. So this is October 2024. That's this month. He wouldn't be. He wouldn't have been there for that.
He wouldn't have been there. No.
All right. So October. So April 2024. That's what these are from. Would he have been there for that?
No, sir.
All right. I would swear you told me that was him. Oh, all right. So these pics. Oh, all right. This is from March. Would he have been there in March?
No, sir.
Damn it. All right. So then none of these pictures would be him. Oh, he's calling again. Yes, sir.
Mike should. I'm sorry. Mike should tell you. I haven't been in any of those meetings for 5 years. You're not going to find my picture. You will find my picture in a lot of pictures.
Pornhub.
Going back. No, going back. But I haven't been in any meetings or active for 5 years since I've been sick and since I came down to Florida. Mike should know that.
Yeah, you notice he didn't say
do know
anything.
that.
He just left me hanging out to dry here.
Yeah,
No, I'm not
in
leaving
fact-
anybody
in
hanging
fact,
out to dry. I'm
this
trying
year I
to.
resigned for being the board of director, and you won't see me. You won't see my name on the program next year. I should say program on the bulletin next year because I resigned.
Yeah, so why is your name still there?
Well, because it's a yearly appointment.
Ah.
So even though I resigned, they're not going to print a new bulletin and stuff.
All right,
next
so
year-
I'm still on the internet looking for you to find a picture.
Okay.
I just found an ad that they're having a memorial mass for John Russillo on December 10th, 2021. Was that you? Are you dead?
A memorial mass?
Yeah, for John Russillo. No.
I think I sponsored the mass, but I did a lot of work. Look up Cigar Night or Retired Detectives. All right, and you will find my name. You will find my picture.
All right.
Cigar. But what's important about my picture? You want me to send you a picture? I'll send you a picture. I'm sitting here with my underwear. I'll send you that picture. Jesus Christ. What's the big deal? I mean, Christ almighty.
I'm curious to see what the man looks like.
No, you know what I look like. I sent you pictures before.
Well, true, but a picture that I can send people.
Oh, okay.
Or that I can show everybody. Well, plus I'm just upset because I really thought that was you in that video.
Where you just were.
I'm sorry, say it again, Mike?
What you just were on, possibly.
This?
Yeah,
That's the whole thing.
That was from 2000. Oh, that's it? That's it?
Yeah. There's nothing else there.
That's how I repeated that. That's it?
That's it. Let's see.
Okay,
right.
so
Wait.
What?
No, I thought that was.
No, that's not him?
No.
No? All right.
No. He's bald.
He's bald. That's not him right there?
No.
All right. Well, I am starting to get bored of this, John.
I don't blame you.
All right. Well, my apologies. I really thought. All right. I know it's your birthday, but how many times are you going to call? Oh, what the?
Oh, he ass dials you.
Oh, is that what he does?
Yeah, once in a while.
All right. No, Mickey. Today is his birthday, but since Diane was here yesterday, that's why she sang happy birthday to him yesterday. Mickey's.
And that's why I did the Sonny and Cher song to bust your chops.
Yes. Oh, I totally got that.
Yeah. Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Wow, that was good. No reaction.
I was talking to the birthday boy. I'm sorry, but I stick by what I said. Joe Cocker and Steve Winwood should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before Cher. You look like a Cher guy. I think you enjoy her. Huh? Share.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I was never a fan of her singing career.
Oh, yeah?
I know everybody loves her. She's world famous. I love her acting. And please, don't tell me Moonstruck, because I'm sick and tired. Oh, she was so great in Moonstruck.
All right, easy does it.
I know.
No, I'm not.
I think she was a really well above average actress.
Above average, really?
Way above. Mask?
The Mask was great.
And Silkwood.
Oh, I forgot about
Meryl Streep.
Yeah. I'll have to watch that again. I forgot
I
about
believe she won an Academy Award for one of those.
She was great in Mask. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Moonstruck is a good movie, but I never really.
It's so cliched right now to me.
Yeah.
After all these years, get over it.
I just
Nicolas Cage
I never
with the
really.
fake hand.
Nicolas Cage sucks. That ruined movie for me a little bit. He sucks.
I got a Lord of the Rings trivia question for you. Maybe the viewers find this boring. No.
Go ahead. Well, I mean, go ahead. I don't.
Aragorn, the king in Lord of the Rings.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. Is that the whole question? Oh.
Viggo Mortensen was like the fifth pick for that role. The first pick that the director wanted was Nicolas Cage.
Why?
Can you imagine Nicolas Cage, the face of Lord of the Rings? And he turned it down because he didn't know what the story meant.
Well, that makes sense because he's a moron. He comes across as like one of the stupidest people.
He does, doesn't he?
I can't stand him.
I know he won an Academy Award, but...
For what? For Moonstruck?
No, Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh, did he?
I think.
The only movies there's 3 movies of his that I like. Raising Arizona, which is freaking hilarious.
Very funny.
But the only reason it works so well has nothing to do with him. You got Holly Hunter, who is like just one of the most gorgeous women ever.
Yeah.
Frances McDormand, who could just like
she is incredible.
She could sit on that couch and sleep and still do and you would still want to watch it. She's amazing. John Goodman, who in my opinion is one of the most underrated actors
John Goodman?
ever. Have you not seen this movie?
No.
Raising Arizona.
No, I've
it
never
is
seen
hilarious.
But John Goodman is such an underrated actor.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I've tried, but he really doesn't have social media, so I've tried to get him on the show.
Really?
I would
He's
love
not
to
on
talk
social
to
media?
Not really. Not really.
He's got to have a fan club.
Yeah, but that.
Speaking of fan
What are
club,
you,
my fan club.
What are you, hanging up posters on a wall?
My fan club disbanded. The guy died.
That was awful. I'm just laughing. I was laughing at you afterwards. You couldn't hold back.
No. Because I like that joke. Speaking of Fruit of the Loom underwear, you mentioned it before?
No, I didn't.
I wear Fruit of the Loom. I was putting it on this morning, my underwear there, and I heard the Fruit of the Loom guys laughing at me.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a nice chord.
Birthday boy says, "Give it up, Mike." That's
Give
what
it
he
up?
said. That's what he wrote. Give it up, Mike.
That has a lot of meaning to it. Give it up. Like give up what you're doing, or just give it up.
Or maybe he's asking you to give it up to him for his birthday.
I know, thank you.
What? All right. So in honor of John's birthday, give me a funny story about something involving you and John, or just John.
Oh, I got a great one. Just happened the other day.
Oh
my God!
Just the other day?
Just the other day. And I have a million stories about John. So I'm on the phone with him.
Okay.
So I'm talking to him, and he's like, "What did you do last night?" So I said, because it's a long story, but I told him what I did the previous evening. You got that?
Okay.
Thank you. So I said, before Trish got home, I said I took a shower, right? And I put on bay rum so to smell nice.
I don't know what that is.
So he says to me, he goes, "What are you, from the fucking 1800s?" So with that, we both start cracking up, because it is known, it's an old world smell from, like, do you remember going to the barbershop when you were small?
Yes.
It was the smell of an old world barbershop. Bay rum is actually, it's liquidy, but it tightens your skin after a shave. It's a beautiful aftershave. It tightens your skin. And I'm telling you, every time you walk out of the house on a cool night after you shave your head, you put bay rum on, you walk outside, a cool breeze on you, it's better than sex. Right? So anyway, with that said, he goes, I was just watching a Western the other day, and a guy walked into a barbershop and says, you want bay rum, 5 cents. So the way he said it, the delivery was perfect. What are you, from the fucking 1800s? I started crying. You don't know what bay rum is?
Well, now I'm understanding it to be aftershave.
It's aftershave. It's like a tonic.
2 things come to mind. One, my wife is coming home. I'm not thinking, I want this place to smell like a barbershop for her.
No.
That's my first thought. My second thought is that's the best you can give me when I ask you for a John story on his birthday.
Well, it was fresh because it just happened a couple of days ago.
Did you like that? Well, all right. So I got the wrong guy for the picture of him, but what'd you think of the picture, the other picture at the end of that video?
Oh, of my face? Hysterical. We back in Iraq?
Oh, all right. I thought somebody got hurt.
Got to go over to the little room over there. You hear the guy?
I heard the guy. Yeah, I really was about to get up. I thought, did you guys hear that? You probably did, right? I really thought somebody might have been hurt.
Someone's throwing kegs at each other. That's what it sounded like.
Oh, it was definitely kegs, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the big...
yeah, those
for
things.
the taps. The...
kegs?
Those called kegs, too?
It's so... we could do a bit on being non-drinkers.
I've been told by a few comedians that I should do bits. I should do more on how little I eat. Like
you're not a big eater, and plus your diet is very limited on what you like.
Well, right. That's what I mean. I should.
And I'm not that far behind you. I have a little more wider of a palate.
Do you?
A little bit. Like I'll have Mexican.
Oh my goodness.
Mexican. That's why black men don't like country music,
Why?
Because when they hear hoedown, they think their bitch just got shot. You never heard that one?
No, I've never heard that one. But now I know why you didn't get elected. He's a racist. I'm not electing him. That's actually a line in our Redneck Wedding show.
What?
When we have a character named Clarabelle. Just before she enters, Buddy Boyd. I don't think it was a line when you played it, but since Buddy the host, he's like, we got to get this hoedown on, we got to get going with this hoedown. Speaking of hoedowns, I think I smell Clarabelle, and then she enters. Frank, famous birthdays today. Johnny Carson. Oh, Weird Al. Oh.
Wow.
And John Rusciello.
John and Weird Al, I could see maybe could be related.
John Rusciello and Weird Al could be related?
Yeah, they're a little odd.
Oh. Hence the name, Weird Al.
Weird Al.
One of the best concerts I ever saw was Weird Al.
Seriously?
Summer of 1987 at Jones Beach. Weird Al opened, and then the Monkees headlined.
Oh, my God.
And to me, that is fitting. Like, that's a good, like, those two go together. Like, what a great show that was.
You didn't wind up in, no offense to anybody, but in a psych ward at that night?
No, I'm telling you, it's one of the best concerts I've ever seen. And I've been going to concerts for 40, since 1986. That was my rock concerts. My first rock concerts were in the summer of 86.
So Weird Al, did he have a lot of energy?
Tons.
Wow.
Why? Why do you ask?
No, I'm just trying to think because he's made such a fortune on parody of songs.
Yeah.
I want to know how he performed them.
Oh, no, he's fun. It's a fun show.
Does he have a band with him?
Weird Al has actually had the same band since he popped, since he made it big. He's had the same guys in his band.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, and they're a great band, obviously. They recreate those songs. John Russillo says, thanks to Frank. John, did you not know that you share a birthday with Carson and Weird Al? Another thing that I was thinking about talking about, which I did no research on, because I just remembered, actually. I was talking with John a few weeks ago on this show, like a week or two ago. And what were we talking about? Oh, I know what it was. So we were talking about, down there in Florida, they had Milton, and then they had, what was it, Helene?
Helene. Yeah.
So it was one of those storms. I forget which one. But John called me up to tell me, because he knows I'm a retired lineman. So he called in, and he was going on about how linemen are unsung heroes and deserve more credit than they get. You think about, you just think about heroes, you think about, first responders, which they definitely are heroes and they're top of the list. But I did agree with him that linemen, not me per se, because I didn't go around working in the middle of hurricanes. I just worked locally. I didn't drive down to Florida to clean up, giant messes down there. But guys like that, I do feel are superheroes. It's an important job they have to restore electric and to install hook up phone lines and whatnot.
May I interject at this particular moment?
Please.
I'm going to debunk your comment on why I lost the election.
I was joking. Right?
But it actually piggybacks what you're saying.
Oh.
And one of my campaign statements and promises was, in the middle of a storm or shortly thereafter during cleanup, anybody who had to work in the town right-of-way, meaning linemen like yourself,
yeah,
I was going to the state legislator to make them first responders. People plowing snow, people replacing utility poles.
Forgive my nativity. Nativity?
Naivete.
What does that mean? Like how would that change what they already do?
What it would change is basically they would have free reign. You would have to get, you would get a little siren, a little light on your car, so people would have to get out of the way.
Oh.
There would be a little extra money.
Oh, really?
There would be extra benefits towards retirement. There's a lot of things. Because, volunteer firemen, they actually get a retirement.
Yeah.
They have to have accrue so many points, so many years. So I really wanted, obviously, highway workers, number one, when they're out plowing. That's not easy. It's really not easy.
Oh, no, not at all. I used to do that too in the phone company. I used to when I first joined the phone company, I worked in a department that did road construction and installed underground infrastructure.
Yeah.
So whenever there were storms, we would go around. So we worked backhoes and jackhammers and whatnot. So whenever there were big, heavy snowstorms, we would go around to different phone company locations and plow them out.
Yeah.
So no, it's not as easy as you think.
It's not.
Not at all.
It's not.
Not to mention the crazy long hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With no sleep and the stress, and there's always people. When you plow a street, I know this is not comedy, but when you plow a street and someone just digs their driveway out, and you're coming down the street plowing, you bury their driveway apron right back in.
Yes.
And they're throwing how many times people threw shovels at me?
Oh, I'm sure.
Gave me the finger, all these things. There's no other way to do it. That's why they always say, try to ride out the storm until your street has been plowed, and then clean up your apron.
That sounds, flipping the steak, same thing. Go clean your apron. Or, hey, baby, you want to clean my apron?
Ooh. Or do you have anything under the apron? Me likey.
Me likey.
Me likey.
I was going to say something. I forgot what it was.
So that's,
yes. I bet you that would have gotten you elected if you promised everybody would have their apron cleaned out. I didn't say pipe. Have your pipes cleaned. Well, that too. You guaranteed that. You'd get elected too. But anyway, so, Ann Rothney says, happy birthday to John.
Oh, Ann from California.
Yes.
Oh.
So, all right, let's see where this goes. Notice John didn't answer. I know what he's doing.
And today is our series and episode of As the World Turns. It's a soap opera. Get the reference?
Got it. What are you pointing at?
The
Is
phone.
it a soap opera?
The phone there.
Like sands through the hourglass.
Sands of the... Thank you.
These are the days of our lives.
Or you want to watch General Hospital?
So anyway, yeah. So John was talking about unsung heroes. So I said, John, Mike and I should do that one of these days when Mike comes in. We should make a list of jobs or professions that we feel are unsung heroes. So like I said, I just remembered this, so I did no preparation whatsoever.
I did.
So you did? Even though you didn't know I was going to ask you to do
I
that?
didn't, but during... Obviously, Hurricane Milton, they thought it was going to be this big historic storm, right?
Right.
So I was listening to Ron DeSantis. I was listening to all the FEMA guys, all that stuff. And do you know?
No.
They had 40,000 utility workers from around the country on the ready. 40,000.
That's a lot.
So what does that tell you?
That 35,000 had to go home?
That they were expecting that much damage from utility work to be repaired.
Oh, yeah, there they go. All right. Sorry, John, I won't interrupt you. I'll just keep talking on, to Mike on our show.
Thanks for paying attention, Ann and John.
Well, there's a few positives to that. Obviously, not needing them is a good thing.
No, I believe they were put to work.
All 40,000?
I didn't hear any different.
Oh, okay. I would think, though, if the storm was not nearly as close to what they thought it was going to be.
I think,
so
from what I see, Helene was worse.
Right. So my guess is that, 40,000 of them, that's probably a day's work with all those guys. Speaking of Helene, actually, that reminds me, that was the one that hit North Carolina unexpectedly, right? Yeah. So a girl I went to high school with, she's been posting on Facebook. She went... Her church put something together where a bunch of them went down there to help feed people, to help out.
Yeah.
And she's been posting pictures. She's been, posting a lot about it. So I reached out to her and I said, I would love to get you on the show here.
Yeah.
And talk about it. So I think there might be we're trying to figure out a time where she's going to zoom in. She lives in Rhode Island, I think. So, yes, we're going to zoom in. And
she's not part of a nonprofit or anything like that.
She's part of a church.
She's part of a church.
And now I don't know. To answer your question, I guess the answer is I don't know. I don't know if this church is part of some other broader organization that goes around to help people like this.
The reason why I asked that, they're getting so much help from nonprofits, from churches. I mean, it's good. I hope it keeps coming.
I mean, she is volunteering.
Yeah.
Like, she's not getting paid for being there.
Yeah. Because I told you that nonprofit I work for, I actually, because I have a CDL, I volunteered to drive a truck down there to either Florida or North Carolina, but they got someone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a CDL too.
You have a B or an A?
I have an A, a restricted A.
Wow. What are you restricted for?
I can't drive a detached. Well, whatever it is where you have to hook up all the different hoses and stuff to the trailer.
Oh, so so you can't drive a tractor trailer or something over probably 60,000 pounds.
I can drive a tractor trailer because, like I mentioned before, I used to do backhoes and stuff. I used to tow the backhoes.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's a trailer. But there's like the big box trailers where you hook up the different cables,
the electric,
and the and like chemicals and stuff. I don't.
Hazmat.
Hazmat. Do I have hazmat? I don't think I do.
So I have an A.
Yeah.
Plus a bus driver's
Oh,
license.
I don't have bus.
And a motorcycle license.
Oh, really? You have a motorcycle
Yeah.
license? Have you ever ridden a motorcycle?
I owned a motorcycle. I never told you this story?
Since I've known you?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, the restriction's not there. It just says, oh, wait, there's the restrictions. A3KO. Actually, some of those, that's some kind of code for something, obviously, but I know one of those letters has something to do with the, left foot, having to drive with a left foot. But no, I did not know.
Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yes.
You get the reference there?
I do not.
Daniel Day-Lewis won an Academy Award for a movie called My Left Foot.
Oh, all right. I remember the title. Couldn't tell you anything about the movie.
He's a man that didn't have very much control of his body, but he learned to be an artist with his left foot.
An artist?
An
like
artist.
He painted with his left foot? Oh, wow.
Yeah, true story.
Oh, really?
Did you just say that?
I have no recollection of knowing that you rode a motorcycle.
Funny story. Would you like to hear it? I'm going to tell it anyway.
Okay. Better be funny.
So I owned a motorcycle prior to me being deployed to Iraq.
Oh. You said it was a funny story.
I wasn't completed with the story.
Oh, you weren't done. Oh, okay.
Yeah. May I continue, counselor?
Sure. Who's stopping you?
You're the program director.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a Honda Shadow. It wasn't a big motorcycle, but it was beautiful. Candy apple red. I loved it. And I had it for about a year. I went to Iraq. 3 months later, I'm in Iraq. And Barbara, you know Barbara.
I do.
She phoned me, or I phoned her. We spoke almost every night. And she goes, I sold it.
Just like that?
Yeah.
You didn't know, you had no idea?
No.
Why did she do that?
Because I was making, it was only like $100 a month, the payment, or 90 something dollars. And she's like, well, I just figured you wouldn't mind, and you're going to be gone for a year, and, we have to make a payment on it with the insurance and all that stuff. So
you were in Iraq for the first time for a year? Oh, no, this would be the second time.
2010 through 2011. I was actually there for like 14 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that long. Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
What did you say?
All right.
That's it?
Yeah. It's the end of the story. You're not laughing now, are you?
Well, you were the one who said it was a funny story. What the hell is so funny about that?
That's funny. I like
how is that funny?
self-deprecating stories. They're very funny. No?
Well, that's not self-deprecating. Self-deprecating is when you make fun of yourself for being bald or something.
No, but don't you see the thing,
No, explain it to me.
I
don't.
I had a beauty as a wife. Boy, I went off to war. She sold my motorcycle. I think that's hysterical. You don't think that's hysterical? I mean, I have rotten luck. I just have rotten luck. I always choose the wrong woman. I thought I chose a beautiful woman. I go off to war, fighting the country. I had the uniform all proud, fighting for the United States of America. And I come home and where's my motorcycle? Oh, I sold it a year ago. I mean, if you went home, it would make sense. No disrespect.
What do you mean?
Because you lost a leg. So it'd be very hard for you to drive a motorcycle. Right?
No.
No?
You ride a motorcycle, with the hands.
The brake is on that foot. I mean, there's a handbrake, but when you have to stop, you have to use the right foot to brake as well.
It's only on the right side?
It's on the right side. The left side is the clutch.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So if you're
yes,
really
I would
stopping,
not be able.
if you're stopping slowly, you could just use the handbrake.
Right.
But if you're really stopping, you have to use both brakes. The right one is for the rear. The one is the.
Oh, okay.
wrist
I
one
did
is
not
the-
know that.
Oh.
All right, so yes, so it would be. Well, and I can't drive a stick anymore since this.
Don't they have certain cars that it's all by hand?
Yeah, but not. But still, I don't. Still can't. Like, I don't think there's something for a clutch or anything.
For a standard transmission.
Yeah, it's just an automatic where you have some hand controls. Like,
right.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I don't have that. I have
the old
left foot pedal.
Volkswagen Bugs, I think they were called Hydromatics. You didn't really have to use a clutch. You just went from first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know, the fly's been gone for about a month until you came in here today.
It's the Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, that's how fancy it is. You got flies.
Would you like to? May I offer you a little ode of a confession at this present time?
Uh-oh.
I did get this at a thrift store.
Oh, I figured.
But I got it over the summer. This wasn't because of what you asked me to do.
This is you got that at Trish's and your job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. You don't
Tell
fool
me a
me.
story about celery. Oh. You ever hear of celery soda?
No.
You asked me for a funny story about John, right?
I did.
Celery. It's celery soda.
No.
Right? It's very popular in the Jewish community. You can hit me with that if this is not funny?
Yes.
The celery soda. So John and I, this is like a couple of years ago. This is actually more because this was before John went to Florida.
He's been in Florida for how long?
3 years.
Okay.
Little over 3 years. So we're hanging out in his garage one day in the summer. That's really making very unnerving to me.
Well, apparently to the fly too, because ever since I pulled it out, he's disappeared.
He flew away, no pun intended.
See, now that's funny.
Yeah. Hey, you're breaking the jacket.
Breaking the jacket.
You never heard that? Come on, that's funny. If someone's ever like, Rabbi, hey, you're breaking my shirt.
No, I've never heard that.
I think it's hilarious.
That is funny. All right, so celery soda.
It's celery.
Celery soda.
Celery soda.
Not Resol soda.
No, it's celery soda. I should bring up
Celery
a
soda.
picture. It actually
believe you.
tastes like celery.
Oh.
But it's pure sugar.
Okay.
So he was telling me.
Oh, I was about to.
It was on the microphone
Yeah,
that I
saw that.
usually fool around with.
Damn it.
I like phallic symbols. Anyway.
Oh, he's on the phone. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Maybe he's calling Schenectady.
Schenectady? Maybe he's calling John to say happy birthday. See, I'm not a lefty, so this is going to be... yeah, prick.
You know there's a trick to actually catching a fly with your hand. Do you know the trick?
No.
I'm full of information today.
I see that.
I walked in here all depressed. I'm all pumped up now.
Good. We're here for you.
Thank you. A fly, when he doesn't take off this way, this way, this way, this way. They always, like the Harrier jet, they always go up a little, then take off.
Okay.
So if a fly is here, if you lift your hand like maybe a quarter of an inch, you go like this, you're going to get him. And then you just go schwink. So it's your...
What was it?
Schwink. So then you have the decision to dispose...
What?
To dispose of the fly or just to shake him up and throw him out.
Shake him up, throw him out. Peter Schwartz. Hello, Peter Schwartz. He says
my celery soda.
He says he likes celery soda.
Oh, yeah. So the funny thing is,
Yeah.
John went on and on when he was young and someone said, try this. He was like, this is the most disgusting thing in the world. So he bought me a can of the celery soda. So
he thought it was the most disgusting thing in the world.
Yeah.
So let me give the most disgusting thing in the world to Mike.
I'm like, well, how can it's all sugar? We're talking about diabetes, all these things, because of my Jewish heritage, because it's very popular among the Jewish folk. So he gives me a can, and I taste it. I said, this is fucking delicious. It tastes like celery, half kind of licorice-y.
So the Jew cat liked it.
The Jew cat, thank you. Yes.
Oh, that's the whole story? So John thought it was disgusting. How did we get into this?
I don't know. I was just... I saw a text message from him.
Oh.
And then before you said, think of a funny story, and then you were like, that's the best story you got?
Right, all right. So that is still my answer.
Bay rum?
the celery soda, he didn't like it and you did. Is basically that's the story. He doesn't like it, you do. What the hell is so funny about that?
His face and Dawn's face, they looked at me. They were like, it's disgusting.
You realize you left that part out when you told the story.
What part?
That they had, they were surprised. The look on their faces.
Yeah, because I went, oh, this is fucking delicious.
You guys never went to a ball game or like he didn't pick on you or you weren't outside trimming bushes and somebody fell. There's got what kind of relationship do you guys have? He picks on you when he calls you.
It was very a mercurial relationship, very philosophical relationship.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that.
Was it
philosophical?
I heard the eye roll. What do you mean? Why
You're basically trying to tell me that it's a very boring relationship.
No, it's not boring. It's actually a wonderful friendship him and I share.
With nothing funny, though, apparently.
We do have laughs quite often.
Give me one story where you guys laughed. Other than, hey, this is delicious. What is so funny about that?
We share a story about our wives, certain shenanigans.
Shenanigans. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Shenanigans. Give me a story involving you and John and shenanigans.
But I have a couple of stories, but they're not funny.
Would you label drinking soda and you liking it and he doesn't? Would you label that as shenanigans?
Well,
you're right. I am going to hit you.
Can I follow that up with a really bad Holocaust joke?
What?
Oh, I got a cramp. Because I was laughing.
Oh. Is that why you're a miserable bastard? Because hurting you,
no,
laughing hurts you?
When I laugh a certain way, I get a little cramp in my rib cage.
Oh.
It's a known fact that rib cage injuries take a very long time to recover from. What are you looking around for?
I'm looking for the fly.
You're still looking for the fly.
I am. I'm I have it. I'm ready.
You know what's going to happen? You have to name him, and then he'll come close. He just flew right by your eyeballs.
Yes, I saw.
That was a very lame swing. That's why the Mets
lost.
Well,
I was trying to get a little insight because he was coming close.
You almost hit yourself in the nose.
That would have been hilarious.
Because he was like, there he goes. Now that's funny.
Just because I was looking for him doesn't mean I wasn't listening.
But yet we have to name him. How about Saul? Saul the Fly.
Saul the Fly. Like Better Call Saul? Or
that was a great show. No, just Saul, a little Jewish fella.
Yeah, but see, I see what you're doing. You're going to now label me as a guy who's killing Jews.
No.
I see your game. I see what you're trying to do.
I have a great hot...
It's his birthday. We'll let him get it. We'll let him call a bunch of times. Yes, birthday boy.
I'm sorry, calling so much today, but this guy next to you, he's a moron. He doesn't tell the whole story. Let me tell you how he got involved with celery soda. Mike always came over to my garage. And one day and we discussed this before, one day he's Jewish, one day he's Catholic, one day he's Jewish, and it used to piss me off.
Right.
I say, you can't be both, all right? Unfortunately, his father wasn't doing well, and he was talking about the Jewish faith, how he's going to get a rabbi and have a Jewish funeral. I said, Michael, that's great. I said, are you going to have Sit Shiva? And he says, yes, I'm going to shit shiva. And what I'm going to have is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because my father loved peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
He did.
I says, well, you can do what you want. I said, I'm very adapt to the Jewish faith and Jewish custom. I said, you really need to are going to bring over deli, and they're going to bring over celery soda. And he says, what's deli? I said, you never had deli? He goes, no. I said, you ever have corned beef? He goes, I think so. He says, but I really never had kosher varnishes and all the Jewish foods. So I said, well, Michael, I said, since you pride yourself on being a Jew, that you know nothing about the Jewish faith, I'm going to go to the delicatessen and bring you some stuff. And I want you to try this celery soda. It's the most disgusting soda in the world. I said, it's absolutely disgusting, but the old Jews from the Bronx, where I was born, loved it. And it's supposed to be very healthy for you. So he goes, okay. So I bring him this, the Jewish stuff, but I leave the soda in my house, in my refrigerator. I said, when you come over, because I want to see his reaction. All right. When I come over, and I'm praying, I hope that he was going to spit this out.
Right.
Say, why did you do this to me? This is disgusting, this and that. So the funny part of the story is he opens up this can of soda, and the soda, it's only Dr. Brown soda. You can't get, no other company makes it. And even the can looks not appealing. It actually looks green like celery. And he opens it up, and he takes a sip of this, and Dawn and I are looking at him, all right? And all of a sudden she goes, this is delicious. Well, I said, what? I said, it shows you're out of your fucking mind. How can anybody like this soda? All right? Now, Peter Schwartz, all right, he's going to bring it in tomorrow so you can taste it. I'm watching, now I want your opinion on this celery, especially you, because the only thing you eat is hamburgers and french fries and pancakes. So
I hate all soda. I hate soda.
Well, Peter Schwartz is going to bring this in. I'm reading his comments. All right. By the way, Peter, I watched your podcast the other day. All right. I was very, very impressed.
Peter's great.
Yeah. But I want to see your reaction on the air when you taste the soda. Yeah. But the bottom line is, knowing Kaplan the way we do, he would be the typical person that likes the soda.
I did. I thought it was delicious.
Yeah, he thought it was delicious. He's an asshole.
Too high in sugar. It was just.
All right, two thoughts come to mind. One, I don't know how I got roped into this.
Yeah,
now I have to drink the soda. All right, because Peter Schwartz said he's bringing it in tomorrow. All right, Ann Rothney said she never heard of it either.
Oh, but Peter said he's going to bring it in?
Yeah, he said he likes it, and he's going to bring it in tomorrow.
Wow,
because he's doing the show tomorrow.
See, you'll see.
But I don't know how I got roped into this. Like, how did
How'd you get roped into it?
The story was about you trying it, and now somehow it becomes me trying it. Like, how did I get roped into this?
Why, you don't want to try new things?
I hate soda. Why would I like this?
No, I know you don't.
John Rusciello was claiming this soda sucks, and now great, that's enticing. Let me try a soda that sucks. And I hate soda as it is. So why would I like this particular soda?
What are you hollering at me for?
I don't know. My other thought with this, he really didn't. He's complaining that you didn't tell the story right, but I don't know. His version didn't qualify as hilarious shenanigans either.
No. We have stories of shenanigans, but they were actually on the dark side.
Okay, so that's all right. Oh, you mean dark side that it can't be repeated here? Is that what you're telling me?
No. Like that either myself or him got pissed off, not at one another, at someone else.
Well, yeah, but that's usually what happens in shenanigans. Like it's something, like really like crazy, like something crazy happened to somebody, whether it's something physical like a fall or somebody said something to them, like you hit on a girl and she's like, I'll give you an example. 1992, 3. I'm camping in Narrowsburg, New York.
Okay.
It's right along the Delaware River, and it's like almost walking distance from, I think it's the Delaware? Does New York border Delaware at all?
No. Where'd you go to school? Hicksville?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, or maybe it was just Pennsylvania then. So, and we're camping.
That fly just landed right on your arm.
Really?
On your sleeve, yeah.
Damn it.
He's like,
I know, now he's teasing me. So we're literally on the Delaware, like the Delaware River is right here. We're on a hill. I mean, right there.
Oh.
So we're camping. You know the story? I've told you this?
Yeah. I'd like to hear it again, though, because it is hysterical.
I'm in my early 20s, and I'm an idiot. Was then, am now. And these girls, 2 girls, they're rowing down the
How far away from you? You were above them, but how far away in feet, you think? Within 100 feet?
Oh, 100 feet tops.
Okay.
100 feet tops. And I remember they were good looking. So what? I mean, not that it mattered. It was me and a bunch of buddies. It was Bob. What was it? Bob Landers. That was the name of the campground. Bob Landers Campground or something. This place, if you're in your early 20s, if you're in your 20s, this place was perfect. It was a dump. It was just a big field, basically. And every night, there was like 3 different bonfires, loud music all over the place. This was just a place to go and camp and party. And I'm not a big partier. I never really drank. I've never smoked. But I've always enjoyed that atmosphere.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember one year I went up there, and my friend Bobby Donahue, who's been on the show a few times, at that time we hadn't seen each other in several years. And there he was, camping with his friends. Like, holy shit, Bobby. So, but yeah, it was just a great place to really just hang out. So it was a bunch of us and our girlfriends, wives, whatever. We went up there several times. So yeah, we're camping, and it was a beautiful sunny day, and these 2 hot girls are rowing past, and hey, and I just turn around, I drop my pants and moon them. One of the girls, they're both looking. One of the girls yells up, "Shave that fat fucking hairy ass!" We laughed for days. Those of us that were there, that I still talk to, we still bring it up sometimes. It's become a running joke. That would be shenanigans. That's a funny story. Go. You have nothing like that with John.
No.
John never showed you his ass. Dawn never said something stupid or something. Like, Dawn never put him in his place because he was being stupid.
Dawn is hysterical.
Exactly. So give me an example.
Dawn calls him dickwad.
Perfect. That's what I want to know.
Fucking slob.
Sorry,
John.
And why does she call him that? What does he do that makes her call him a slob?
I happen to think he's not that dirty.
Okay.
But he does have a lot of things. So she's like, all this shit all around, cigar ashtrays, all that. You're a fucking slob, you fucking dickwad, motherfucker. All those things.
Perfect. Now we're getting somewhere.
And his reaction is priceless because he's got a deadpan face. He's like, okay. But then sometimes...
All right, let me stop you there for a second. Yeah. So she'll go on and on. You're a slob. You look at this. You left the ashtray out. This is out. And he'll just sit there. Okay. Like that?
Yeah, he's got a great face.
See, that is fantastic.
It is. They're a comedy scream.
Really?
Oh, they're hysterical. Because, I've said Dawn is one of the sweetest women I've ever met.
You have told me that.
And
so far, with my limited experience, I would agree.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
And so is he, obviously, but he does. Like, his garage was just full of stuff. His police stuff, his ashtrays, his cigars. He always had a lot of stuff around. Not necessarily dirty. He's not a dirty person.
He's not dirty. He just has a lot of stuff.
Had a lot of stuff.
And it's unorganized, I guess?
Yeah. To me, yes. But, I'm very soldier-like, whatever.
It's an organized mess for him.
Now, the good punchline is when she got really pissed off.
Yes.
In her mind, she would give him what's called a dead leg.
Well, like when you punch the leg?
Right. Bang.
Yeah.
And he was like, you son of a bitch, motherfucker. And she would get, and I would watch her. I'm like, for a little woman, she is strong.
She's scrappy.
Oh, is she scrappy? She knows how to punch.
Really? So you've seen her on several occasions give him the dead leg?
Yes. And he would go, and he's a big burly guy.
Yeah.
And it would bring him to his knees.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they were joking around, but
yeah, of course.
Yeah, you fucking slob, dickwad, all this stuff. And he's like, "Don't give me the dead leg, whack."
That's hilarious.
Okay.
You didn't think of any of that when I first asked you for funny stories about John?
The celery soda and the other one, the 1800s with the bay rum.
Yeah.
Don't knock it until you try it.
I'm not knocking it.
I've had women tell me, it's such a masculine smell.
I'm not disputing any of that. I'm not knocking it. I'm knocking it as a funny story. I asked for a funny story. I put bay rum to make my house smell.
Not to make my house smell, to make me feel masculine. I love to smell it.
Still not funny.
Back. All right, so let me...
Wait a minute. Don't say a word. Can you help me out here with this? Are you watching this mess?
I am watching this mess, and I'm calling to confirm that my husband is a slob. Not only that, but I'd also like to confirm when Michael and John are together, it's double trouble and double slobbiness.
Double sloppiness.
I never leave a mess in the lady of the dwelling's home.
That's not how I'm understanding this. Has Mike left a mess for you to clean up, Dawn?
No. Not when he was down here in Florida, but in Long Island, I knew exactly where he sat with his ashtray.
She's got me.
Yep.
She's got
Yep.
you, really?
Yep.
Got me.
So.
Yep, and his chocolate wrappers.
And the chocolate wrappers.
What,
Some-
you wouldn't throw out the wrappers? What is the matter
sometimes
with
I would
you?
throw them at John.
All right, you still got to pick them up after you throw them at him. It's not up to Dawn.
But listen, so I come home from work, and it looks
Yeah.
like John had a party for 12. Every single counter has either crumbs on it, or something was moved, or his fingerprints, something.
Wow.
Well, as soon as I come in, all I have to do before I even say hello is I have to start cleaning up.
And my wife would kill me if I did that every day. And so how many dead legs have you given him? And has he learned his lesson yet, or is he still leaving a mess for you?
He's a glutton for punishment. He never learns. I don't understand.
Wow.
My brother taught me at a young age how to give a dead leg, and I'm really serious about it. I'm not a lightweight when it comes to that, because I want him to say, "Listen, knock it off, or you're going to get a dead leg." And he doesn't care, and then he gets a dead leg, and then it just happens like 100,000 times. It doesn't matter.
And Dawn, and correct me if I'm wrong. He's always like, "Don't give me the dead leg," because he's afraid of it.
He's asking for it. He's into it.
He is a little. He's a little scared of me.
Oh, he's.
It sounds to me like he's into painful stuff, which is kind of weird. If I ever meet you, Dawn, if I ever come down to Florida, I am definitely going to be on my best behavior, because I can't afford a dead leg.
No,
because then I'll just fall down.
Yeah.
I will tell you in advance, Dawn, that my left leg is my good leg, because if I deserve a dead leg and you go to hit me and you hit your right leg, you're going to break your hand, and I'm not going to feel a thing. So
no, I just saved them for John. I never even gave Michael one.
Really?
No, I never got a dead leg.
Oh, with the candy wrappers and the ashes, you never gave him one?
No. Although deserved, but I didn't.
What did you do?
Well deserved.
Nothing. First of all, I love Michael. Not that he can't do any wrong, but I love him. But I give him a break.
John Rusciello does not deserve you, Dawn, and he has got you fooled. Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth here.
Dawn,
you're with him because he's got that police pension. That's the truth, isn't it?
Oh, God.
You don't have to say
aside,
a word.
I'm the luckiest girl in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I love him to pieces.
No, he's a good man, John. He's a good man.
Wow. Well, what do you? What's the plans for his big day today? Lots of loving.
Yeah, so we had a party for him on Sunday, which was very nice. We had about 25 people here. We sang happy birthday. I would like to mention that I got him candles, just 2 candles, because you can't put 71 candles on a cake without a fire extinguisher. So I put 72 candles, and what does he do? He blows it out, and he spits on the candles. And I'm like, I hope nobody saw that, because now how am I going to serve this half a sheet cake?
He did it on purpose, so he gets the whole cake.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Typical.
Yeah, I'm like, that was just not COVID compliant right now.
No, that is typical John. Oh, my God.
So if
Dawn.
anybody that was at the party happens to be watching right now, this is the first they're hearing that John spit on the cake that they ate?
Well, the good thing is the majority of them are over 65. I don't think half of them saw it, so thank God. We had a couple of walkers. We had a couple of people in their 80s. Yeah.
Couple of walkers?
In walkers?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not Tony Walker's, Walker, the actual Walker.
I got excited for a second.
Walking assistants.
Walking assistants. So you're basically saying they're 65 and over, so they had a good run, so it doesn't matter if they're catching John's germs?
No, they didn't see it.
They didn't see it.
Right, but what I'm saying is they had a good run, so now they're eating those germs and it's going to kill them, but you're like, they're over 65, what does it matter? Wow.
Listen, I don't have people take their shoes off when they come in my house either. It builds your immunity.
Oh, good answer. Good answer. That was a really good answer.
Dawn, did John see himself spit on the cake?
Probably not.
Oh, probably.
I'm very observant.
Oh, I know you are. Dawn has a great story. If you want to hear a great story.
Yeah.
Dawn, can you tell tell Tony the story about when you told the doctor I'm forgetting the phrase. You broke the sterile field.
Oh, broke the sterile field. So John, unfortunately, has one procedure after another, and a majority of them, 90% of the time, I'm able to make it to. So this one doctor was going to do a breast biopsy on him. And I'm looking at her and just watching and paying a lot of attention to detail, and all of a sudden she breaks the sterile field, and she's going to put a needle in my husband's breast with a dirty glove. So I told her, hold on there. You broke the sterile field. And she looked at me like I had two heads on. And I said, you need to change your gloves. And so she changed it. But my husband was like, that was a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, because I have to go back to her.
Well, wow.
I don't think anybody intimidates Dawn. That's how I feel.
Well, can
right,
I tell you a funny story? Because I could say stuff on this program, right?
We've been dying for funny stories all day on this show.
What are you trying to say?
yes, you can.
So
you can say
my husband needed to go for a bone marrow biopsy, and a bone marrow biopsy is when they put the needle in. It's like the posterior iliac crest of the back, like where the dimples are in the butt. And it's not a pleasant procedure, but it was to extract some of his cells to see what type of leukemia he had.
Okay.
So I knew it was going to be a little bit of a hard time for him because, I've done that for my whole career. And as he's sitting up on the table, because he's unfortunately not able to lie down flat, he's sitting up at the table, and I'm sitting in front of him. And now I know it's coming, so as it's coming, I put my hand in between his legs and I play with his balls while they're putting the needle in, and the doctor's saying to him, "Are you okay?" He was like, "Doc, I'm fine. I'm really good."
Dawn, next time I got a doctor's appointment, you're coming with me. That is the best story I think I've heard all day, all week, all month.
I have heard that story.
You have heard that story.
I love that
See,
story.
you didn't think of that story either.
It was up to me for Dawn. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Wow, that is fantastic.
I had to distract him,
Oh, yes, of course I know. That's wonderful. That is, you are the best. You are the best.
So I'm going to leave you with that visual.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I should be thanking you or not for that visual, but I do appreciate the call, Dawn, very much.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.
You too. Take care. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, that was cool. That was very cool. All right, so I'm fixing this because he's killing me with this stuff. Oh, you know what? He's not even looking, so he's not even going to know when I'm doing it. Now he's looking. Okay. I didn't break anything. I fixed it for you because I'm trying to have a conversation with that lovely woman, and I see you messing around over here, so I fixed it. I changed it for you.
Oh, because I didn't think she was able to hear me. I didn't even touch the microphone.
You were like, with the wires, and you were like,
well, I wanted to. I wanted to have the wires uniform, so this wire would be on this side. This would be on this side.
And
this
and that's
like a limp noodle.
So that's what I just did for you. I switched the wires around.
I did that.
I just did it just now.
I did that. These were all twisted, so that's what I was messing around.
This wire right here was coming out of this hole. This wire was coming out of this hole, which is why you were so discombobulated. So I just switched it.
Oh, I see.
Yes, of course you do.
Thank you. That's why you.
I know. Now you feel all better about it, right?
I do.
I
like the right holes.
That's the equivalent of Dawn playing with John's balls. I
forgot.
What a great story that was.
That's a classic.
That's a great woman right there.
That is a great woman.
I have a whole new level of respect for Dawn Musiello.
You have no idea. Dawn she's the kingpin of Queens.
Dawn, the next time you call in, can you tell us other stories where you touch his balls? Or maybe stories of when he reciprocated? Let's see. I haven't read comments in a while.
Yeah, where's John? Why is he so silent?
Maybe he's not. I just haven't been looking at comments.
Thank you for fixing my holes.
Well, now I'm going to throw up. Ann Rothney, see, I told you I should throw up. Ann Rothney also watched Peter's show for a few minutes yesterday. Very good. A plug for Sports Bash would be nice. We're talking about your show, Peter. We've been saying how much we enjoy your show. Sports Bash every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 o'clock here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. And Peter, I didn't say it, but I'm actually kind of pissed. Yesterday was a big show for Peter. His guest, Joe Beningo.
Really? He had Joe Beningo on from the Fan?
Peter works at the Fan.
Right, yeah.
So Joe was going to zoom in.
I love Joe Beningo.
Well,
yeah.
Joe didn't show up.
Not even a phone call, anything?
Nothing. We were... Oh, hey, Zach's here.
Hello, young
Hi.
Mr. Walker.
So,
how you doing?
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Oh, you just hanging?
Yeah, just figuring out stuff.
Look at this cool guy, huh?
His cool guy with his sunglasses.
What do you say, buddy? Good to see you.
You as well?
Let's see. Hang on.
You're
I
welcome.
Oh, wait, was someone else sitting?
See, now you're messing with his mic, too?
I didn't even touch anything.
All right, hang on.
I'm just trying to make the wires in the proper holes, though.
Well, thanks. I'm just... Hang on. I'm fixing the...
Come on.
I'm setting up the camera so that we can... Come on.
With the Joe Beningo.
Yeah, so Joe Beningo was the scheduled guest. He was supposed to zoom in. He did not.
Didn't even call to say, screw you, I'm not doing it.
Nothing.
Hello, how are you?
Nothing.
Cancel.
So we were on commercial.
Because he's retired, Joe Beningo.
Yes. We were on commercial break, and Peter was sitting there texting him, left him a voicemail. Nothing. Now, Peter Schwartz, you are a classy guy. I am not. You would never say it. It's your show. But I'll say it on this show. I don't care who you are. You promise to be on the show, you make sure your ass is on the show.
Yeah.
If something happens last second, no problem. I don't hope something bad happened to him where he couldn't reach out or he didn't think to reach out. But at the same
I
time...
don't think he's that old of a man. Maybe he's 65, 70.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He was on the Fan for years and years.
True.
He always
it
seemed like
pissed
a stand-up guy.
And the poor guy, he does it well. He's been on the radio for years. He's a true professional and a great guy. He covered just fine. He got through the show talking about sports, and he's great. But and believe me, I'm not putting myself on the same level as Peter Schwartz, but I know what it's like to do a daily show. I know what it's like to have the need to fill up space.
Yeah.
I've been stood up by many guests on this show. In fact, John has called in many times when I've been on here and somebody didn't show up, somebody canceled. John would be the first to call. What kind of shit is that? They can't leave you hanging, and it's usually about you. But no, I'm kidding. But yeah, it pissed me off. I don't care if you're Joe Benigno. I don't care if you're Zach Walker. You said you'd be there. You do it. So Ann says I can picture that now. Oh Lordy, I don't know what she's referring to.
The Bulls.
Oh, maybe. Oh, Carol's watching. Hi guys, Mr. Happy is back. She says.
Mr. Happy. I like that.
That is funny.
That tickles me.
That tickles you. Ann says you're a very blessed lady, Dawn. John is an awesome person. Oh, there's a threesome coming up. That's what's going on there.
Wow.
Wow.
So you were supposed to have a guest and he didn't show up?
No, not me. Yesterday, we have a new show that there's a show called Sports Bash. It used to be on a radio station, but they've moved their show to here. Yesterday was their second show here, and the guest was supposed to be a well-known sportscaster, sports DJ,
a radio announcer on the Fan for years.
A radio announcer, right? I was trying to think of the word because a
years.
DJ is usually somebody that plays music on the radio. So a sports announcer. Yeah, he was on WFAN for years. Very popular guy. He retired, maybe 3 or 4 years ago?
About.
Yeah.
But he does weekends. He does like Sundays or Saturdays.
Oh, he still does? So he did retire.
He only does like one day a week on the Fan.
I didn't even know that. But yeah, very popular guy. He was supposed to be the guest. And he was supposed to zoom in. We had the Zoom already, all set to go. And nothing.
That's rude.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, hopefully nothing happened where... like if a family member had an emergency, you don't think to call and say, "Hey, I can't make it. Such and such is an emergency." I don't wish that on him.
No, I don't wish it on him.
But at the same time, it would have to be something of that level for me to say, "Okay, he's off the hook."
Yeah, to say like it's okay.
It would be something of that ilk.
Of that ilk.
Yes, ilk. ILK.
Yes.
You know what it means?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Milk without the M.
Very good. Smart fella.
Silk without the S. Now we're all thinking of other ilk words.
Ill with a K instead of an L. Sorry, I forced that.
You know what I think? You know, sometimes people get so big. He was a big name on the fan.
Yes,
Beningo.
absolutely.
So sometimes maybe people get so big by saying, I'm not going to do it.
And that is
'Cause
crap.
that's where I went right away as soon as you told me he didn't show up. For
That
this guy.
honestly, that was my feeling too. But I hope I'm wrong about that.
I hope I'm
I
wrong,
don't
too.
want anything bad to happen to him, but at the same time, I do hope it's something. I just hope it's a good reason why he couldn't make it without letting Peter know.
Yeah, just to ghost you like that.
And I hope, who knows? For all I know, him and Joe talked last night, and Joe's like, "Yeah, I'm definitely coming on next week." Maybe he had a good reason, and now as the producer of that show, I'm sitting here bad-mouthing the guy, and maybe he's going to call Peter later today and say, "Screw that guy, I'm not coming on." But
I feel like it is like a typical, like, you know, like famous.
Famous person thing to do.
Yeah, like,
and it's definitely it's happened to me in here by people less famous than Joe Beningo. But I felt bad. I felt bad for Peter yesterday. He filled the time just fine. He's great at what he does. He seemed, like he didn't seem fazed by it, but still, it still bothered me.
Because just that one time he was in here, I could see. How long is his program?
He does an hour in here.
I could see him do an hour by himself easily.
Oh, he used to do
Just the
overnights.
knowledge of the sport.
He used to do overnights or early Sunday mornings on the fan.
Yeah.
But the overnights would be like 4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours.
And there's no music being played. You're talking sports the whole time.
Yeah.
He filled the time.
Well, I think it's every 20 minutes they take a commercial break. So that's a lot.
But even that, the commercial breaks what? 3 minutes?
4 minutes.
Right. So he still has a lot of time to fill, and he did it. He does it just fine. Again, he seemed unfazed by it, but I'm just he can't say it, but I can.
Is that what he did? He did overnights on the fan?
Well, he's still there.
No, I know.
But he did overnights for a while. He did Sundays for a while. I don't know.
Because Joe Beningo started. That's how he started doing the overnights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what he's doing there now. But I know he also does like special assignments. Like he's one of the guys like after a game in the locker room. So how'd you feel? That type of stuff. Like I know he does a lot of that. Like yesterday, he played an interview he did with Marzal, one of the current Islanders. Todd Marzal? Because he was in the locker room, and so he did an interview with him. I know he does a lot of stuff like that. He has another podcast that he does himself. He does, I don't think FAN is his only radio station. I don't think.
Oh,
I'm not positive. But yeah, he gets around, and he's very good at what he does, and he's a diehard Yankee fan.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, but he's a great guy. Speaking of sports, Fernando Valenzuela died. Did you hear that?
No, 63.
But
quick.
All right, that was what I was about to ask. I didn't hear what he died
I was
from.
listening to the fan this morning on the way here, actually.
Yeah.
Because, I'm listening to about the Yankee talk.
Yeah.
And they said before either the NLCS or the playoffs, he said he wasn't feeling well, so I can't do the games. There's no reason why. They don't know how he died. He just said he wasn't feeling well.
Not feeling well, can't do the games. What does that mean? Was he an announcer for them?
Yeah, he announced Dodger games for the Spanish folks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he was only 63 years old.
Right, that I heard. But I've been trying to find the cause of death, and they're not saying.
No, before I came in, I Googled it. There's no cause of death yet.
And speaking of death,
I would love to tell this Holocaust joke. If you think
you're dying to do it, ladies and gentlemen, this is not Zach Walker. This is not Tony Walker. This is Mike Kaplan.
But I heard I heard Ricky Gervais say this.
Okay.
Do you think he's funny?
I do find Ricky very fun. Ricky
Gervais.
Gervais.
The show Afterlife.
Yeah, I loved it. I hated the ending, but I loved that show.
Yeah, because it's very open to interpretation.
Extras, I think, was his best. I loved that show.
I didn't see that show.
Oh, you have to. All right, I'll tell you about it. Go ahead. Tell your
So I hope no
joke.
No one gets offended. But I had people that in my family that were lost in the Holocaust, so maybe that gives me a little edge to tell this joke. Right? So there's a man that's a Holocaust survivor.
Okay.
He finally dies of old age. He goes up to heaven. He meets God. He's sitting down with God, and he tells God a Holocaust joke. So God says, "My son, that is not very funny." Or he says, "That is not very funny," because God's supposed to tell him. So the man says, "Well, I guess you had to be there."
Oh, my goodness. All right, definitely not as offensive as I thought, but yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but funny, but no, that was good. Well done, Mike.
I think even Saul is clapping.
Is he? I hope he is, because then I could find him. There's a fly that I'm dying to get my hands on.
Is that a new style without the arm? I like it. Well, he's got a handsome face. He can wear anything, I guess.
See, I'm trying to be like Dad, how he's like missing a leg, so I'm missing.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
How do you like that?
Sorry, it's a,
How do you like that?
That was pretty quick-witted. I gotta tell you that, Tony.
Well,
Walker.
face the other. Nobody knows what we're talking about, so you gotta.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So how that happened is it's actually I was playing basketball and I just didn't take the sunglasses off.
Oh.
And they're what, like $300 sunglasses?
Those are Ray-Bans, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, they're not cheap.
Which is why he hasn't gotten a new set or a new pair. Right.
A new set?
A new set. Well, his birthday's what, in a month?
When's your birthday?
November 26th.
Oh, you're a Sagittarian.
Yep.
That's why we're
Sagittarius.
so awesome.
What?
That's why him and I are so awesome.
Oh, that's who you are too?
You're Sagittarius?
Yeah,
When's your
December 15th.
Okay, so you're December Sag. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, you know, because there are
December Sag.
But there are different Sages.
There are.
That's right.
Oh.
There are. That's what James is, December Sag. That's my co-host for
Co-host from Let Them Cook?
Yep.
When's his birthday?
December 3rd.
Oh.
So you're a November Sag.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
What's the difference?
I'm going to...
You have no idea.
deflect
What's
him.
the difference? Do you know?
So James is the expert, so I get all my info from him. According to him, like November Sages are more like quiet, and I guess December is more like outgoing.
We're more gregarious.
Yeah. Perfect example of...
No offense. I have... Some people have told me that. November Sages are more quiet, but the same type of personality, just a little more inward.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what James says.
Totally changing the subject here.
As usual.
Why don't you, and I may have asked you this already, but I'm not sure if I have.
Fly spot.
Yeah, I know.
I know what the fuck's
Why don't you act more? You just don't have the time. You don't have the desire.
I have the great desire.
All right. So what is
I
it?
have
A
the great
time
desire.
issue or?
I've been on a few auditions in the past year, and I notice a couple of them musical numbers, so I would perform a musical number at the audition. And it just seems like you walk into an audition, even because Long Island, is highly competitive.
Yeah,
And I'm not
okay.
saying I'm quitting. I'm not quitting. I'll still go on auditions. But I see people, and I'll sit there, and they have these resumes like they've been doing Long Island theater for years. So there's a part of me that has shied away because I desire to do it so much. But like Theater 3, like I forgot the guy's name who runs that theater, but he always plays Scrooge. And I saw him twice doing Scrooge. And I've said to myself, you saw me do Old Man Potter. I could blow him I could blow that part away. Jeffrey Manziel, he runs Theater 3 in Port Jeff. But he'll never give up that part. I don't have a shot, I auditioned for Daddy Warbucks for Annie in Creative Ministries. I thought I was a perfect fit for Daddy Warbucks. And they gave it to this guy who was disgusting.
Disgusting?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, Daddy Warbucks is like, maybe what hurt me is because I'm short, because Daddy Warbucks seems to be like a great, big, tall, strapping man.
Yeah, he's supposed to have a presence, a big presence.
I'm a short, strapping man, right? The audition directors even said, wow, I love your voice. Great job. They called me up a week later. Well, Daddy Warbucks was kind of precast, but we want to offer you something else, like swing. And I told him no. I wanted Daddy Warbucks.
Snob.
It was a little snobby, but I had a couple other things that I was working on. That's why. You know.
I mean, that stuff.
I would like to do. You know what I'd really like to do is an acting class at Gateway in Bellport.
Yeah, Lisa took it years ago.
She did
years ago.
Yeah, because it's
she loved
really
it.
a regional playhouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, you should then. I think you should.
Thank you.
Extras. So we're talking about Ricky Gervais. Extras was a show that he had. You actually might like it too, because it's about a guy who's doing nothing but extra work, but he's trying to make it. You know, he's trying to make it.
People make a living doing extra work.
Oh yeah, but it's a hard life.
It's a very hard life.
Personally, I can't do it that often because it's very frustrating.
Yeah, in my opinion, being a filmmaker, just like what I see of the extras, I'm like, why would anyone want to do this?
Because what do they just give you, like $100 a day, and they give you lunch, but you got to do certain, you know, you're basically just standing there, right?
Sometimes you don't even get paid. You just get credit.
Well, true.
Oh, you just get credit. Wow.
When I did Luke Cage, I got paid, but I didn't get lunch because I'm not union. So all the union guys go first, no matter what your job is. If you're union, you go first. By the time I got up there, there was barely scraps. So I didn't even eat, and that's just the way it is. And I respect that as a union guy,
too,
but I'm just not a union member in that field. So I'm not a union member. So I didn't eat. I was at Luke Cage. We started at 10 in the morning. I got out of there at 1 a.m. 12:30, 1 a.m., something like that. So, yeah, and it was in Long Island City, I think it was. So I drove home, and then right near my house was a McDonald's. So like 2 o'clock in the morning, I was eating McDonald's. First thing I had since 9 o'clock the previous morning. It was terrible. But the show is hilarious. If anybody's ever seen it, Ricky Gervais, yeah, he's just trying to make it. So the second season was kind of so-so. And then I think the ending, like the last episode, was kind of shitty. But there's this one scene I've talked about on here before. There's this one scene where he thought, like, every episode was like, him trying to make it. And a few episodes, it seemed like something was going to happen, and then something changes the last minute, so he's all depressed. So he's at the rap party for whatever they were shooting, right? And you listening to me? I'm telling you a story here. I'm talking specifically to you.
I'm actually about to take our picture, but since you're being so rude, I'm listening to the extras.
I'm being rude. You're texting on your phone.
I'm not. I was going to take a picture of us.
It's like a teacher and catching a student.
That's right.
During a lecture right now.
So they're about to have the so they're at the rap party.
That's the wrong way.
Yeah, that's the wrong way. Don't
make fun.
Oh, that's what I do. That's shenanigans, my friend.
But this is shenanigans, isn't it?
We'll get to this story eventually.
Yeah, we have to end the show too.
Yeah, so extras.
So they're at the rap party for whatever they were filming, and he's all depressed because he thought he was gonna something was gonna happen on this show, and he thought he was gonna get some lines or something, and it didn't pan out. He's at the rap party, and he sits down on a sofa at the party. There's people drinking and partying and having a good time, and he just happens to sit in this chair, and there's a guy next to him, and he just starts talking to this guy about how his life kind of sucks. I'm just this extra. I don't really get to do much, and the guy next to him turns out to be David Bowie. So at this party, wherever this bar, restaurant was, pub, there was a little piano. So they're talking. All of a sudden, David Bowie, depressed man doesn't can't get work. So he goes over to the piano. He's like, he just felt like that was like a good topic for a song. Yeah. So he starts singing, silly little fat man. Nobody loves him. And Ricky Gervais says, it is so funny. And then he comes up with a chorus, he's putting together the song on the spot, but it's all about this stupid little fat man that nobody loves. Comes up with this great chorus, and now the whole place is singing along. It's so fun. Just to see Ricky Gervais just sitting there.
Yeah, because
as they sing this terrible, depressing song about him. It is so freaking funny.
Do you remember when it was on? Extras?
Oh boy,
it was a series.
Yeah, it was an HBO series.
An HBO series.
It's got to be almost 20 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Afterlife was in the past 5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he had that other one with where he played a special needs guy. I forget what that was called. But yeah, Extras. The first season especially is hysterical. And I'm not even sure what season the Bowie thing is in, but yeah, I highly recommend it, especially since you're in that life. John Rusciello, thank you everyone for all your good wishes, and special thanks to Tony. You made my birthday very special. My pleasure, pal. Happy birthday to you. All right. All right. It is time for us to go. Anything? I'm sorry. We really didn't talk much, but
sorry.
Hi.
Is there anything you wanted to talk about quick or no? Okay.
Just give me sit in.
Cool. Anything you'd like to bring up? To the rest of us?
Not really.
All right. It is time to go. Oh, that's what I wanted. I got one thing. I got one thing, and then we're going to go. So, I mentioned Fernando Valenzuela died. Well, also, speaking of people that are dead.
You're not saying good luck to the... Well, that's Friday. Yankees start from Friday.
Yeah, I'm here tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah.
So I was watching. We've been talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a lot this week because they had their induction ceremony the other night. So I've been watching bits and pieces. Oh, hi, Lynn Riley. Thanks for joining us. I've been watching bits and pieces on YouTube, and I've been watching various parts, and then I saw this morning the part of the show where they do the in memoriam. Like they just on the big screen they flash pictures of people in the music industry who have died since the last Rock and Roll induction.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So I was like, oh, let me watch. As a big music guy, I'm like, oh, let me see. In case I missed some people who died. Like I didn't even know. I didn't even know Whitney Houston's mother died. I didn't even know that. Sissy Houston, she died. Yeah. There were a few other names that I didn't know. But then I came across. Remember the Gap band? The Gap band.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Burn Rubber and Early in the Morning. They were groovy. Great little funk band. So a member of that band died. Okay, so I'm showing it on the screen now. You guys can see it. Yeah, I had no idea. His nickname was Baby Gap.
Wow, that's funny.
That's a great name.
Before Baby Gap even came around.
Oh, yeah, right. I guess so, yeah. I didn't even think of that. You're right.
To that one,
yeah. But his real name, I'm waiting for it to see if it pops up there. His real name, there it is.
Wow, no way.
Anthony Baby Gap Walker.
Wow.
So now that he's gone.
He's got the white glove on.
You don't? Oh, yeah, look at that. And a white shirt like you. So now that he's gone, I think I'd like to take that moniker.
Baby Gap?
Yeah, call me Baby Gap. I can't even say it with a straight
I'm
face.
a Jew cat.
You're the Jew cat.
Yeah.
Well, my nickname in high school, and then some people since still call me this. They call me Buckwheat. I dressed up as Buckwheat for Halloween in 10th grade.
Oh, that's why.
And the name stuck. I was not in blackface. It was just my white face. But I had a lot of bad hair in the 80s, and there was a lot of it too. And I just combed it up, and I don't even put hairspray in. I had so much hair that it would just stay up, and it would just be a mess. And then I just wore an outfit like Buckwheat, and I walked around. So, okay, there's actually a picture in my high school yearbook of me next to a Buckwheat poster going like this, and it's in my yearbook. So the nickname stuck, and yeah, if I see people today that I went to high school with, some of them will be like, "Hey, Buckwheat." So so it's either Buckwheat or Baby Gap. Those are my names.
I like Baby Gap is an awesome nickname.
Baby Gap,
baby.
All right. So with that, Anthony Walker died. Just thought I'd tell you guys that Anthony Walker died.
You're not really here?
No.
Streaming this from the heaven.
That's right. From the heaven. Is that like the Facebook?
Yeah, the Facebook.
Yeah.
All right. Time to go.
Are you really here?
Don't touch me. See you next week, pal. Thank you. And yes, good luck to you, Yanks.
Thank you.
If they were playing the Mets, they would lose. I think the Mets would have stompled them.
Well,
but the Mets didn't win.
Can I give my prescription?
Oh, my prescription. Your prediction?
My prediction.
Yes, please.
I am petrified. Dodgers are playing. They scored a lot of runs against the Mets.
I'll be honest. I don't feel the Yankees really should be there. I really don't.
Oh, I think they deserve it.
Yeah.
Out of the American League, I think they deserve it.
Okay.
Those
Dodgers are hot, man.
I just don't see it happening.
Ohtani, when this series with the Mets started, Ohtani was not swinging the bat well.
No.
And they did not cash in on that. And then, sure enough, he comes out of the slump and he's hitting home runs pretty much every time he was up at bat. So, all right. So, what's your prediction? So, by this time next week, when you're back on here, where are we?
They will have played two. They'll be
so they're playing Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
So
there'll be 4 games in.
5, right?
No, Wednesday night will be game 5.
Right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
It might be 3-1.
Dodgers?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because I think they're hitting the cover off the baseball.
Well, I don't know. Maybe
their pitchers can be hit.
Their pitchers can be hit, and but I mean, this might work for the Yankees too. But there's been so much time off, but it's even more time for the Yankees off.
Yeah,
a few days off can be a good thing to rest the pitchers, but
the bullpen for
too much rest
Yankees
is bad
have a
too.
better bullpen than the Dodgers.
Well, true.
So, well, to say, but I don't know.
Soto and Judge and Stanton need to step up, man. They got to be
Soto
hot.
and Stanton did. Judge did not really. He hit 1 home run.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Though they gotta step it up. All right. With that, we're out of here. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. We don't have anything the rest of the day today here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. There is no Circling the Drain tonight. So we're out of here. Coffee with the Dog tomorrow at 9 a.m. We're here tomorrow. Me and Frank will be here tomorrow with a musical guest. Sports, that's at 11. Sports Bash at 1. And I don't know if there's anything going on tomorrow night. I don't know if Nick Greystone's doing his show or not. All right, I'll have to find out. And, of course, but don't forget, where is it? We have some great shows coming up at Governor's. November 2nd, Clash of the Boroughs, Staten Island and Astoria. Mike Pacchetti and Friends, starring New York funny man Greg Criticos, featuring Andrew Farella making his official comedy debut. Courtney Ortera is on that show. She's friends with Zach. Sean Kearns, who I went to school with his parents. And Johnny McDonald. Johnny McDonald will be in here. He's coming in, joining me and Diane on Tuesday. Greg Criticos will be in here on Monday and next Friday. That's a lot of Greg Criticos. But go to the show. Go to that show. That's a good show. And also go December 13th, Gov's Comedy Club Podcast presents The Evil Twins of Comedy, Mark Riccadonna and Don Jameson. That show is going to be amazing. So go to that one. And don't forget in December, Knockem Dead Comedy at McGuire's. You guys are getting a lot of notice on this one, so I expect, a good turnout. Make your plans. Get the babysitter. Do it. Do it. And then, of course, we have our friends. David Clark is doing a show in December at Westbury Music Fair, doing a Billy Joel show. And Elio's doing some shows in November in England. And, of course, don't forget, go to Best of Long Island and vote for Hershey and the Keegs for Best Podcast. They deserve it. Hope you enjoyed their show last night. That was a good one. And, of course, this weekend on a Governor's stage, some of the comedians you'll see, there's a stand-up for autism show tonight here at Governor's.
Nice.
Featuring Carrie Karavis, Olga Namer, Fat Jay, Tom McGuire, and more. Lynn Kuplitz is playing the club this weekend, the Uptown Comedy Show with Howard Moore. Mike Keegan will be in the Giggle Room with Carl Okerson, Jay Black, and some other... with Carl Okerson and some other comedians this weekend. Jay Black is playing McGuire's and the Brokerage. Jackie the Joke Man Martling will be playing the Brokerage on Saturday. Sticks, Bones, and the Bone Squad and Chris Roach are at the Brokerage on Sunday. Gibran Salim is playing one of the clubs this weekend as well. And in case you missed it, Governor's also announced some more dates with Anthony Rodia. I believe it's sometime in December. Go to govs.com and make your reservations to some great comedy shows. Lots of great stuff. Oh, and speaking of Jackie the Joke Man, this Friday he'll be on Coffee with the Dog and he'll be on this show. That's this Friday. So, govs.com to make reservations to great shows. KnockemDeadComedy.com to keep track on our schedule. Our show this Saturday has been canceled, unfortunately.
Sorry, I'm watching Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Gandalf.
With
you shall not pass.
With Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah, Russell Crowe was offered.
Ugh, he's another one I can't stand.
And Sean Connery was offered Gandalf.
Oh yeah,
and he's another one that said, "I never read the books. I don't understand the story." Gandalf.
Oh my goodness! No.
You ever seen all the Lord of the Rings movies?
Never seen them.
No.
I don't know anything about them.
Me neither.
Wow.
Govs.com, Govs Comedy Club Podcast,
You're
KnockemDeadComedy.com.
You're 20 what?
Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. And
So they came out when you were born.
All right, we're not listening. Goodbye.
I'm listening. I'm talking to your sonny boy.